All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Serious Though. I'm your host, Ron, aka Big Six, and I got the crew with me today. I have right here next to me, got Jizzo.
Jizzo was his name for the Chizzo.
What up, what up, what up? Also, we got Memphis in the house. What's up, Memphis?
I don't have to say nothing. Memphis in the building. We gonna lay it down like Al Green said. We gonna lay it down. Serious though.
Serious though. We're gonna lay it down. So today we're talking about growth. So I want to start off reason why we picked this subject is, I talked to a friend of mine from a long period of time, and my opinion is that over time you should grow or evolve and do things a little bit different than what you did when you were younger. For an example, like if you were the type of person, that, partied all the time, as you get older and you're in our age group, you possibly can't party all the time, right? You got to think about what you're doing. But who am I to say that?
Right.
That word growth means to go higher. Am I correct?
It does. It means to go higher.
That means like expectations, because when somebody asks you to grow, they want you to change or grow a little different than what you are.
Yeah.
It's difficult at our age. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And you guys can say that. I mean, we all probably agree to change certain things. Mm-hmm. But I can say you can't, because you can give a little bit, but you can't give all of it when I say that.
What do you mean? Yeah, elaborate on that, because that's a good point. I like that.
Okay. For example, is if your woman or someone wants you to do
dishes, okay, that's
you're not used to doing dishes.
Okay, go ahead.
But you get a significant other, you know what I'm saying, and y'all jobs are like this and that, like that. It's basically helping to me.
Right.
It makes it a little easier for everybody to get along, because it's all about getting along when someone asks for growth. Because they want you to fix something to help them out. They ask for help, but they use the word growth. That's where I'm actually going with this situation.
That is a good thought process, because the growth is another language. What you're saying is that, hey, I need some help. Grow.
Exactly.
Grow into helping me.
That's it. And I'm not saying that every man or woman that should go 360 with it.
Absolutely.
In life, when you marry with somebody or with your significant other, you'll appreciate, or they were going to appreciate, a little bit of change that you're trying to do, because they see it. No matter what, they're going to see that change. They will see the change. It's a lot, a little bit, they're going to see the change. Also, too, what'll help you out is you go back and say, hey, don't I do this better?
Validation.
Stay in your lane, man.
Validation.
And what can someone say when you validate that you have improved on what they've been asking from you?
Improvement is always the goal, but we never, we think that because I've been doing it this way, I ain't got to change. I ain't got to. And the word change and growth, you elaborated on that.
Yeah.
Because I was saying change and growth was the same thing. Like I was like, you change something and you grow. Mm-hmm. But you had another look on that.
Yes, I did. I think that as us at our age bracket, or any age bracket, we still learning. And people don't realize we still learning this person or this someone. We still learning. So it's your choice. You can say, hell, nah, I don't want to do that yet. You say it. You not do it. And next thing you know, you by yourself or you it's a choice.
You the lonely dove.
Yeah, it's a choice. What you think, Memphis?
I believe that there are certain things in your core that you should not change no matter what.
Okay.
Who you are, it is who you are. Everyone has an option. If you steal and you rob and you lie and you whatever you do, you're a player, hustler, pimp, whatever you do, drug dealer, whatever. If they deal with you, they need to accept what you do. So don't get mad when you know this is what this person does.
I agree.
And you don't want to accept the fact, well, should people do better and should people be nice and polite and have love? Yes.
Yes.
But that is not reality.
No, it's not.
It's not reality.
So I'm living in reality. When it comes to somebody talking about make a change and stop and don't do that. We all do something we're not supposed to do and have done something that we're not supposed to do. So, no.
So you're saying no to growth or no to change?
I say growth, yeah, because I've grown in so many ways.
Okay.
It's from where I were when I was 15, 16, from, now.
absolutely.
So yes, you have grown. I have changed some stuff. But the core, which is what who I am, like now you have to accept Cedric for who he is. If you don't accept me for who I am, then dude, there's no problem. Many people on earth.
Billions.
There's a lot of people on earth.
So I'm going to elaborate on that, Memphis. You're saying, but what if the growth is something that the person sees in you that you don't see?
Because, because it's not for you to see it. It's for they see it, but you ain't. Your aspirations and your expectations are your downfalls because they're not the person who you're wishing it upon. You see what I'm saying? You want all these aspirations. I want them to do this and they got to do that. But that's not how they're thinking. So you're putting yourself through all this stress on something that's yours. Your burdens are not mine. I got my own.
Wow, that's a different look on there because I look at it differently.
There are certain things like you move in a different way. Like, okay, I need to stop doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are changes and there are certain, but your mind thought process. When someone says, "Oh, you shouldn't think like that," who are you to tell me how to think?
But we're saying we're not so much the thinking.
No,
part.
I mean, but I'm just saying, in part of growth and change.
Right.
Who are you? Okay, but that's how you feel.
I see. Okay.
If me telling jokes, if I see a guy sitting over here drinking every day, if that drinking make him happy, who am I to tell this man, yo, dude, you shouldn't be drinking?
Absolutely.
If you want to smoke and you smoke and that makes you happy, who am I to tell you, Jizzo, 6, don't drink, don't smoke? We all know we shouldn't, but we do it.
I'm gonna say it from this point of view of when someone sees you and maybe you're not feeling well or something's going on with your body. I'm gonna use a health thing on this.
Right.
Say they notice that you're not feeling well, you're not doing well, and they're saying maybe you need to slow down this or slow down that. Do you think that that's coming from a love space, or do you think that you should just be like, yo, that I'm not thinking about that, so I'm just gonna get over this illness or whatever I'm feeling.
They already know this information already. They're choosing to do what they do. People make choices, bro.
We do.
That's true.
Go ahead.
My opinion is sometimes people need that extra someone you think that's your homeboy, your lover, your friend, whatever it is to tell you that.
You do.
We need that information.
And that's
understand people do what they need to do, but if I say, hey, man, stop, I'm gonna tell you that because I care for you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, stop. I understand that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But for me to sleep well, I try to tell him to stop.
He got it off his spirit.
I got it off.
He did what he was supposed to do.
He said what he had to say. Serious though.
I had what I had to say.
Right.
And some people need that because some people think that people don't even care about it enough to say, hey, man, boy, you need to stop that.
Right.
Sometimes people need that person to say that to you for you to catch it. It's all about catching it in your mind. It means like, you know what, you can walk by, oh man, oh boy, we gonna get fucked up tonight. And you can see it like, I can say, man, look here, Big 6. Man, don't eat no beef.
Right.
This ain't for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're a vegan.
Right.
What is you doing?
Right.
And sometimes people will get their arrested like, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. Or it might make you think for that second. Now, whatever you do with that second that you thought about it, you might switch it up and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. Or you might say, you know what? I don't want it.
Nah.
Right. Because everyone has to grow, but you have to be able to take the feedback. I mean, but then Memphis, you got a different aspect on that. Not take the feedback. Like if I don't want the feedback, don't give me the feedback. Basically, is what you're saying, right?
Jizzo Jizzo don't been around me enough, and I've been out and about. Jizzo, like you say, don't walked up to me like, hey man, you know, like
So, but that was I call that instant growth.
Yeah.
That's something that you have to do based on instant.
Yeah.
We're talking, I want that linear growth.
Right, know what I'm saying?
The linear growth.
Because they like, you gotta go get your boy, so I'm not that go get your boy no more. You see what I'm saying? I was in.
Oh, okay. He has grown.
Yeah, he
has grown.
He like, Jizzle, go get your boy.
Yes.
So
he's grown.
So now he don't have to worry about. I gotta go get him.
Okay.
Yes.
But let's now to wrap it up. Because this is a simple topic. What we talked about is growth. Some people may not want to receive the growth. Some people do want, based on what Jizzle said, they want to hear you say something about it. They may not be receptive right away. They may take some time to get it.
True.
But everybody I know I want growth, and I think I have because I'm doing things. I'm doing this podcast. This to me is growth. This is something different.
Oh my God.
For my element, for my age, it's like
Me too.
it's totally different. And to do this, so even small things in your life will help you get to a different level. Just remember that growth is not something that can happen overnight, unless what I call it instant growth, like you're doing something and someone says, hey, we need to just chill or whatever. But to wrap it up, guys, anything y'all want to wrap it up with?
I want to wrap it up with this. It's nothing but love, man. Growth is not change. Change is growth. It's whatever you want to interpret it as. We just giving our opinion. We love y'all, man. And mop your flow sometime. Keep it clean.
All right.
Me, myself, change is hard. Change is very hard for a lot of people because we are brought up a certain way. So when we brought up a certain way, we stay in that lane. Mm-hmm. So for someone else that's outside that lane tell you to change or to grow, it's very difficult. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done in a minor way. It ain't got to be the whole way or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like that. It's to me, it's called change your cycle. We all got to cycle every day. Mm-hmm. We get up and do the same thing. We poop. We piss the same time. We eat the same time. Eat all the food, everything the same time. It's hard to change the cycle. That's the hardest thing to do is change the cycle. If you want to, you will.
Yo, I don't know what else to say, ladies and gentlemen, but thank y'all for listening to Serious Though. It's another episode in the books. Comment, subscribe, like. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. It's real talk.
Real talk. Serious though.
Serious though.
Though.